name is Kev. Welcome back to my tribe. Oh my God, y'all are super close. All right, let me back up. Okay, maybe that'll work. That's something though. Oh my God, hold on, guys. So, I was just hopping on today. I was gonna make a video, but I decided that I was gonna go ahead and do it live. So I wanted to talk to you guys about a really easy investing option that you guys, investing strategy that surgical techs or anybody really could do. This is super simple. It's not complicated like starting a business or anything like this. And it's definitely not your 401k, which I guess at least do the 401k. So if you needed like a lump sum of money to invest in something else, you could. But I wouldn't even really invest in it unless you plan on staying at the facility for a long period of time. So what I would do, you guys, and what I do is I send a certain amount of money to, and either like right now I'm using Robinhood. I also use I've used M1 Finance, and I've used I'm thinking about trying the Webull app, but it doesn't really matter which platform you use because they're all pretty much the same. And what I'm about to tell you is just as simple. It doesn't matter which one you want to use. Now if you do use Robinhood, I'm gonna put a link to Robinhood, my referral code, in the description box so you can sign up under me. We'll get a both of us will get free stocks or whatever. I know Webull does the same thing, but I haven't used Webull yet. But when I looked at it, it looked just like Robinhood, and I know that Webull has a 2 stock referral thing. So I might look into that just to share the stocks with you guys. So when I'm looking at like referral stuff, I want to make sure that both of us are getting something out of the deal. And so anyways, all you have to really do is send the money to Robinhood, and I would do it automatically, you guys, so that you don't have the option of spending the money. Like if you got to go in and move it yourself, then typically something will come up and the money won't get transferred. So with Robinhood, you can automatically set it up to where they take the money out of your account, and you can have them put it into whatever stock or ETF you want. So I would suggest using ETFs instead of picking the stock. So an ETF is like a group of companies. So right now my best performing ETF is VOO, which is the Vanguard S&P 500. And then I haven't purchased SPY yet, but I will be getting that next. And SPY is also an ETF, and they pretty much just track the top performing 500 companies in the stock market. So if you just send, I'm gonna tell you to send about $400 to $500 a month to Robinhood. I know that sounds crazy. If you on my channel, if you are already a surgical tech, that $400 or $500 a month is easy for you to do. If it's not easy, then you can hustle to get it. If you're not a surgical tech, you can just hustle. Thanks for the likes, you guys. Good morning, everyone. I'm a little bit like, I stayed up really late last night, so forgive my appearance. I feel like I'm dragging, but I'm here. So good morning, Erica. So yeah, I would just try to send about $400 or $500 a month straight to Robinhood, and then if you do the S&P 500, it's also a dividend earning stock, or ETF, I should say. And what dividends are is pretty much when the company makes a profit, then they spread their profit amongst the shareholders, and then that's pretty much a dividend. Most of the companies pay dividends per quarter, so we have 4 quarters in the year, right? Or is it 3? Yeah, it's 4 quarters in a year. It's 4 quarters in a year. They're 3 months long. That's what I was getting confused. So they're 3 months long. So you get a piece of the profits every quarter when you're purchasing dividend stock. So whether it's a company, an individual company, or ETFs, either one of them, if they pay you a dividend, you'll get it quarterly. What I do with my dividends is I just automatically have it reinvested back into the stocks. So with Robinhood, all you have to do is set it up to automatically reinvest. I think it does it automatically, honestly. I don't even think I set that up. But Robinhood is easy to use. I know if you're day trading, then maybe Robinhood won't be the platform. If you want to do day trading, you'll have to go through something. I would probably say not Vanguard, but Fidelity or Charles Schwab, somebody like that. But you can day trade on Robinhood if you want to. And what day trading is basically, it's not the same as investing. So let me clear that up. Day trading is kind of like guessing if the stock is going to go up or down, whichever way you guess, or you base it off of whatever analysis data that you can see. And then you say, okay, well, I think Southwest is going to hit, I don't know what Southwest is trading for right now, but we'll just say $75. And with day trading, you're saying, okay, well, I think it's gonna go up this amount, that amount, and then you make money like that. If it does, then you make money. If it don't, then you lose money. So it's kind of like gambling a little bit, but a little more sophisticated when you're looking at day trading. But when you talk, thank you for the like. When you talking about investing your money, though, we're not gonna be buying and selling shares every day. You can look at your portfolio every day. I do check it, maybe mine a couple of times a week, just to kind of see how I'm performing. If I'm thinking about, selling a share to buy more of another share, or if I really don't buy and sell that often. Well, I buy more than I sell. And so the thing is, though, you want to make sure when you're buying that you're buying something that you know about. So that's why I say the ETFs are easy, because what you can do with the like S&P 500, with the Vanguard S&P 500, which is the handle VOO, if you pay attention to that, then you can go see who's performing or who's outperforming, who's underperforming. And then if you want to buy individual stocks, you can buy the individual stocks based off of that analysis. But if you're going to buy individual stocks, they need to be in an area that you know about. So right now I need to be a little more diversified, and that's something else that you need to kind of be mindful of, is not being over like heavy in one area versus another. But I am tech heavy right now, so I'm going to be moving some money, some stocks around, to not have so much tech and to have more like maybe definitely healthcare, because I'm familiar with healthcare, pharmaceuticals. I'm definitely into cannabis, so I'll be looking at those areas, as well as anything else that I'm familiar with. So whatever that like agriculture is something that I'm interested in. Just whatever you're familiar with, then you purchase stocks around that. But I wouldn't just go and buy them. You still have to do the research on the actual stock, so you'll know what you're getting into. But the ETFs would be the easiest way to do it. So a very simple strategy would be setting up $400 to $500 a month. Really, if you can drop a stack or more in it, then that's what I would do. If $1,000 or more, excuse me. If you can do more than 1,000, then you good. But if you like not working, like I'm thinking about the people that do work. So if you working and you can put $1,000 or more in it, then do that, because while you're working, you're making the most money. If you have your own business and you can afford to do it, then do it. I would just say put as much money as you can and just let it sit, because this is an investment for most of us to retire with, and you won't even really have to pull it out. If you start early enough, you could just start living off the interest that your shares will be making. Now, you can still diversify your investments. I would say not to just have stocks. I would say definitely have a business that you can invest your money in as well. So when you're looking at your monthly investment budget, include some type of hustle, like a business that you can do from home, because y'all already know home businesses getting tax breaks, and you get benefits just for having your home business. But also just use something as simple as Webull, or I'm using Robinhood. I've been using Robinhood for years. So, and now, like, you don't have to have the whole amount. Like, if you to buy a share, you can do fractional shares. So like back in the day, you would have to, on Robinhood, you would have to purchase the whole share. You couldn't buy pieces of it. But now you can buy $20 worth of Amazon, $30 worth of Amazon. You don't have to buy the whole $3,000 share. So send 4 to 1,000, at least 400 or more to your Robinhood account, and have it automatically invest in VOO or SPY. Those two would be the easiest two, but you can do any ETF. It don't have to be the ones that I'm saying. I'm just telling you what I've been watching and where I see, you know. So you want to kind of eliminate some of the risk, and to eliminate some of it would be to purchase ETFs versus individual stocks, because if you buy individual stocks, you're heavy into that area. So you only got Amazon, or you only got Walmart or McDonald's, versus having the S&P 500, having VOO, which is covering the whole S&P 500, which is the top performing 500 companies. So if you did want Walmart and all those other ones, you can still get it. You would just get it in an ETF. But send the money there automatically. I think this is a way better way to get your money, to get a return of investment on your money, and so that you can have a little more control over it versus like having it in your 401k, which you don't really have at the time. Most people just send the money to the 401k. They're not really like involved with the trading aspect of it. But when you talk about your money, like, why wouldn't you be more involved of it? Why involved with it? Why would you leave that, for somebody else to be controlling? Like, that's it. So a 401k, okay, whatever, if that's what you want to do and you want to stay at the company long enough to be able to withdraw the match that they're going to get you, then cool, do that. But also, do Robinhood and I'm saying $400 a month, but that's to help you hit about 1 million. I think it's 1.2 million within 20 or 30 years. I can't remember because I don't have my notes in front of me. But if you try, most of us need to hit about 1.2 million to live comfortably for 20 years. So like, if you're gonna retire, then you need, and you're, let's just say some of us want to retire at 60 or 65 or whatever, you still got about 20 so years left, so you need to be looking at your lifestyle at that point. Like, are you going to be working? Are you not going to be working? Like, what does that look like? And how much money will it cost for you to live? So when you say, for most of us, we live off about $50,000 a year, even if you're not making that. If you're making like 40, you probably still living off of 50,000 because, most of us live beyond our means. But if you look at about a $50,000 lifestyle, in a couple of years, in order to live a $50,000 lifestyle, you're going to need more than $50,000 because we have inflation. So you have to go ahead and account for the inflation. So we'll just say you need about 75,000. The equivalent to 50,000 in a couple of years would be like 75,000, right? So when you're looking at it like that, you need at least about 1 million. You really need more than 2 million, about 2 million to retire or to just quit working. So when you're trying to make $2 million or at least 1.2 million, then you got to start putting in 400 or more to even hit that. The more you put in there, the faster you can hit the goal of about $2 million to retire, and then everything else will be icing on the cake. So the easiest way to do that is to just drop it into the stock market, but you got to drop chunks of money. It like 20, yeah, you can do 20 and 30 because it's gonna help, but it needs to be money. Like, it needs to be $500, $600, $700, $800 a month. You know what I'm saying? It needs to be like that. So if you're not a surgical tech, because I know the surgical techs can afford it, like, I know y'all can afford this, and if you can't afford it, then we need to maybe get together and come up with some type of budget on what you're doing with your money. I know most of the time we eating out, and that's where the money goes at, so maybe cut back on eating out. But if you're not a surgical tech, what you can do is hustle. And I'm definitely an advocate of like DoorDash and all those kind of delivery services, just because you got more flexibility. Also, maybe selling some stuff on eBay. I'm all about flipping items, you guys. I did that for years before it was like super fancy. My grandma got me into that a long time ago when because that's what she would do. We would go to Goodwill. We would, all week, she would go like clean the stuff and iron it. Then we would go on the weekends and we would sell her, purchases. So you can make a couple of dollars doing that. Now we don't have to go to the flea market instantly. You can just put it on eBay and shoot and make some money. Like, if you can go spend $5 on a shirt and then you can make $10 to $15 off that same shirt, you just doubled and tripled your money. And it sounds petty because it's only a couple of dollars, but when you doubling your money, like, that's the goal, is just to keep doubling it. So I would just hustle for the $1,000. Like, get it how you can. Like, if you can sell if you got a skill that you can sell, like I do hair from home. So if I need to increase my clientele, I'll just accept more clients, or I'll do whatever I need to do online to get more clients, because I know how to get traffic. So just hustle to get the $1,000. I don't care how you get it. Like, try to keep it, morally for yourself. Whatever you want, whatever you comfortable with doing, then do that. If OnlyFans is how you want to get it, then get it like that. But I understand that, you know, is a little more. I sell collard greens to people who pass by. So just hustle to get the money. Like, just be mindful of what you're doing, because right now the money that you get and that you're gonna be investing into Robinhood, that's for your future you. That's not for you right now. So you already know how you gonna be in the future. So you know you're gonna need somewhere to live. You know you're gonna need some money to eat and all that type of stuff. So make sure you got money, your money making money for you, so when you get in the future you can just, you know, chill a little bit. But the easiest things, you guys, I'm telling you, is just to set the money up automatically in Robinhood or Webull or M1 Finance. Stash and Acorns is okay too, but I prefer for you to have a little more you know, hands-on approach. And you can start with ETFs, so you can just kind of get a feel of purchasing and buying. So maybe start with $100 just so you can get comfortable with the apps. But once you're comfortable with the apps, start dropping like the money in it, because that's how the stock market works. You have to keep funding it. Like, it's only gonna work if you drop in chunks of money in it. You're not gonna make $1,000,000 saving $20, $30 a month. It's just not good. The math ain't there. It's, well, it depends on how old you are too. So $20, $30 a month might work for my son, but once you hit like 18, 19, you need to start dropping like $100 or more a month into it. And then as your income increases, your investment should increase, not your lifestyle. Like, a lot of us, what we'll do is we'll start increasing our lifestyle, you know, instead of our investment. So what I mean by that is we start making more money. We go out and we buy houses, we get cars, we get all the stuff that we don't really need, because you was already living fine without having that stuff. So just go ahead and start putting everything extra into the stock market. So if you get a bonus, just send it to the stock market so you can't see it. But if you have a business, you will get a better return on investment. I'm not gonna get into business because I know that if your finances ain't right, you can't even really mentally get into business. So definitely start with trying to budget a investment plan if you don't have one. But if you take the money out automatically, then you can't spend it. And with Webull, well, not Webull, excuse me, with Robinhood, if you set it up for them to withdraw it and the money not there, you gonna get a overdraft thing. Like, they gonna take you out. It's not an option. So you kind of have to make sure that the money is there and just leave it in there. And then when you get older, like, in your mind, that money you can't touch for at least 10 to 15, 20, 30 years. I would say like 20 to 30. Just let it sit there and just keep, you know, working on it over time. But definitely come up with some kind of budget. And like I say, if you don't have enough money, first of all, figure out where you can cut back on. It's probably gonna be eating out or going out. Like, I don't really club and stuff like that, so I do drink wine, so there's that. But when you looking at your lifestyle, like, okay, where can I trim the fat, or where can I cut back on, you know, to put this money somewhere where it can work for me. So just put it in there. Like, don't just not prepare for the future, because it's gonna put you in a really compromising situation if you get older, and, you know, maybe you have some injuries as you get older and you can't work as much. And so just take advantage of your youth if you're able to. Even if you're like in your 40s and 50s, like, that's still young enough for you to do this. You just got to grind a little bit harder to get more money faster, because you running out of time if you're going to be retiring, or if you're going to take some time, you know, to enjoy your life on your later years. I'm saying drop as much money in it as fast as you can, so you can just have the money. Like, if you can get $2 million in the next 5 years, then great, because then that $2 million, you just gonna let it sit there and then let it just keep compounding. And because it's an ETF and you getting dividends, the dividends gonna keep going into it. So if you put the $2 million in there, it's still gonna keep like accruing interest over the time until you need to withdraw it. So that's my easy, like, retirement investment, like, strategy for you guys, because I think it's easy for you to just put the money in there. If you're not working, it's gonna be a little bit harder. And if you're not working, making the amount of money that you want to make, then it might be harder. You might have to cut back on some things, but it's gonna totally be worth it for the future you. You know what I'm saying? And your kids as well. Another, well, we're not gonna get into that option. We just gonna talk about Robinhood and investing on those platforms like Robinhood because it's easy. It's easy. The only hard part is making sure that you got the money to do it, right? And so if you go to work, you need to put this in as a priority. It doesn't need to be an afterthought. It don't need to be, oh, at the end of the month I got $200 left, I'm gonna use that. No, take the money out at the beginning of the month and you figure out how you gonna make it through the month without the $400. Like, don't wait until the end of the month to put to try to save for the $400 because it's not gonna work like that. So take the money and send it somewhere. And the thing is, you can still get your money back if you need it. If it really comes down to where you need it, you can still sell your position. You can sell your stocks and get your money back in 3 to 5 business days. It might take like almost, yeah, about 3 to 5 business days to get the money back, depending on if it's the weekend. But if you have that extra barrier between you and your money, then you won't just be blowing it as easy. And when you see your portfolio increasing, you're not gonna want to touch it because you're looking at it like, oh, I'm making money and it's in the green. Even when you're in the red, it's okay because you know that over time that the market will correct itself and your money will come up. So Robinhood, Webull, M1 Finance, Acorns, and Stash, they're all pretty much the same. You just put the money, it doesn't matter which one you want to put your money in. Put your money in one, put a chunk of money in it. It has to be 4, 5, 6,000, like that kind of money. If you don't have that kind of money to invest, then you got to get out here and hustle for it because you can make that kind of money in your own business. Like if you working at I don't care if it's McDonald's or wherever you want to work at, Amazon, I don't care where you work at. Do that to keep your lights and all of that, to have a living. Like, yeah, do that, but do something else on the side. Have some type of business, and that business, that money, send that money to your investment, to your stock portfolio. But don't just have stocks, you guys. Like I'm saying, stay diversified. Do stocks. Do business. If you can afford to get in real estate, do that. I can't afford, well, I could, I don't really want to at this point. Well, the amount of money that's gonna cost to do what I want to do, I would get apartments. I wouldn't do like a single family home. I probably would do apartments. So when I'm looking at investing into real estate, that's millions of dollars because I'm looking at apartments versus like a single family home. But if you can't drop the kind of money that you want to into something like real estate, then what can you do? Can you go to Walmart and buy stuff from out the clearance rack and sell it for a different price? As long as you doubling, tripling your money, can you make a profit off of clearance items at Walmart or clearance? Like you can sell stuff from Ross, you can sell stuff from TJ Maxx, like those kind of places, and see what they got. Goodwill, you can thrift at Goodwill and those type of stores too, and yard sales, like that work as well. And just take the money that you make that month and send it. Like don't even look at it, just send it somewhere else. If you got some kind of hobbies, like if you got one, I know Paris Creation, he sells or he has fish. Like do something like that you can do outside of your work job, so you can send that money to a investment portfolio, like or stock portfolio, like Robinhood or Webull or something like that. So where to be easy for you to just put the money there, and then you can go back and see, oh well, I made $200, I made $300, I made $400 this week, I made $500. But the only way you're gonna see that kind of growth in the stock market is to drop chunks of money into it. $20, $30 here, yeah, you'll make some money, but you only gonna make like $1, $3. So when you dropping, $5 and $6 and $700, $1,000, and then you start making $100, $300, $400, like that's how it works. So you have to have a pretty decent amount of money to play in the stock market. If that's not an option, business is the next best way for you to get a good return of investment and to create cash flow. Because that's another thing that we have to look at, is how the cash is flowing. How much cash flow do you have after all of your expenses are paid? And then can you live off of just the cash flow, or are you going to reinvest the cash flow? It's option. It's ways to do it, but the easiest way that I want you guys to think about investing is to definitely go into invested on one of these easy platforms, because it's easier and it's a better return than you would get on your 401k, and it's just as easy. It's probably easier. Well, the 401k they set up for you when you get to your job, but if you're looking at it, it's, you got your phone, all you gotta do is download the apps. They're free. You know what I'm saying? So you got this free platform that you, and back in the day, I don't know how many of y'all are my age or older, you used to have to pay to trade. Like, it used to cost you to trade and to buy and sell stocks. So with these apps, it doesn't cost you to buy and sell stocks. Actually, Robinhood even lets you set up all your bank account and everything, and they give you like they don't give you, but you have access to $1,000 up front. Now you have to also make sure that you send $1,000 to them. Like, your bank account will be already set up, and what you'll do is you'll say, okay, I'm gonna start buying stocks. So you'll have to say, okay, I'm gonna transfer in this amount of money. But Robinhood will let you transfer up to $1,000 without paying for their like premium packages, but you can transfer up to $1,000 and have access immediately to the $1,000. It won't come out of your account immediately, but you'll have access to it in Robinhood immediately. And so it will come out of your account at some point, but it'll be immediately. You'll have instant access to the $1,000, up to $1,000 with Robinhood. So you just say, okay, well, I want to purchase VOO ETF, the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. You want to purchase that, so you purchase it, and but then the money, it's like a 2 or 3 day delay for it to come out of your account. So Robinhood gives it to you like right now, so you can just buy it right now and secure your position. So I would just look into doing it like that, you guys. It's the easiest way, like I say. And then now you're learning, because these apps are very user friendly. You'll be learning about stocks and how to trade, and then you can teach your friends and your family members and other people how to trade stocks. Something in my eye. How to trade stocks. Like my son, he's trading stocks now. He has I'm gonna do a whole nother video on the kid version of this, so you can do this. But he has the green light card. I think I done spoke about this card several times, and now in the green light account you can purchase stocks like your kids can. Now you do pay for green light. It is a upcharge for the investing app, so or the investing feature on the app. So I think I pay $10 a month for him to invest. Sorry guys, I pay $10 a month for him to be able to invest on the green light, but that's just so he can get used to it. And then when he get older, I'll probably set him up with some more profiles on like Fidelity or Charles Schwab, like more professional or pro. But right now, like, it's easy. It's an app. Like, he's a kid, so he's used to playing with apps, and he's grown up in that. So it wasn't nothing for me to show him like, oh look, you can do this, this, and this. And he got it. And so we was purchasing ETFs for him and different stocks that align with what he does, you know, like gaming and all of that stuff. So I'm just showing him how to do it now, because he'll just get in the habit, and once he see his money growing, then he'll keep wanting to do it, like I'm telling you. And he's only doing we're only doing like maybe $30 a month or something like that. It ain't big, but for him, he's 12. So by the time he turn 18, he'll probably be a millionaire. Like, that's how that kind of goes. So for you, for me, it's not just about the stock part. I mean, yeah, it is the money part, but it's also about teaching my son how to create wealth for himself, and how easy it is, because it's an app, and all you do is press a couple buttons, and then boom, you done bought a share of Amazon, or you done bought a piece of Amazon, or you done bought a $20 worth of Vanguard S&P 500. And so I just wanted to share that with you guys today. If you haven't set up Amazon, or not Amazon, excuse me, if you haven't set up an account with Robinhood, then there will be a link at some point today in this video, at the bottom of the video. I need to go in and fix my profile to change some links around, but I'm gonna put that in there, because I'm very much an advocate of Robinhood. I use Robinhood. I'm gonna show you guys, and I'm gonna talk to you guys in another video about the green light app for your kids, and how it'll help them do their thing as well. And so you can just start showing them how to start investing, because I mean, if the kids can do it on their own, before you know it, like they'll do it. You just got to kind of get them in the habit of doing it and showing them how easy it is and why they should be doing it. Like I explained to my son, like he's a kid, so it's only so many things that he can do to earn income right now. And one of the things that he can do to earn income is to invest into the stock market, and it's easy. So he just take his allowance and he puts a piece of his allowance into his investing portfolio, and he's 12, so by the time he's like 18 or like 20 or something like that, he'll have enough money to do whatever he really want to do. And because it'll be compounding for so long, he'll be good. And because I'm all over him and watching him how he's spending and still guiding him on his journey to becoming an adult, I'm showing him like, okay, well, if you spend all your money like this, then you ain't gonna have the money to do this when you get older. So even though you're a kid, while I am taking care of you legally, I have to take care of you. Then take advantage of the opportunity of being a kid and start putting the money that you get, from, like, his dad gave him like $40 for Easter. Now he probably wanted an Easter basket. We didn't do that, but if I would have took $20 and bought the Easter basket, he would have still had $20 left. So what are you finna do with this other $20 besides blow it if I just give you it? So I'm gonna put this other $20 in your investing portfolio, and then you can see how this $20 in a day or so might make you 50 cents. Then in the next couple of days, it makes you another 50 cents. So now you'd have made a dollar just by putting the money into an investment portfolio. So that's what I've been teaching him, so he can have that when he gets older, and if I'm like, Lord forbid something happens to me, if I start now, then he'll already know. Like my mom kept telling me about stocks, my mom was telling me about business, so when I'm doing all the things that I'm doing, like I'm doing it for myself, but I'm also doing it for the people that's around me, so that I can share this with you guys, especially if it's working. Good morning, Janelle. How are you? Wait a minute, JL, I think I said it right. JL, how are you? But yeah, I'm actually about to wrap up. I was just sharing a easy investing strategy, which for me, the easiest thing right now is just to put some money into the stock market and let it grow. I know people are like worried about the stock market crashing and all of that, and we can't worry about things that we don't have control over. So I can't worry about that because I don't have no control over if it crashes. But what I will tell you is that don't sell in the red unless you have to. Just hold it and let the market correct itself. And we all can look at history of the stock market and see that over a long period of time, you still make money. Hi Ryan, how are you guys doing today? If you guys could hit the like button for me if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate it. Y'all help me battle the YouTube algorithm. Y'all already know, like, it's real out here in these YouTube streets with this algorithm. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys a easy strategy. Like, does anybody already use Robinhood? Like, whoever's in here with me, do y'all already use Robinhood? Yes, nice to see you. Nice to talk to you. Do you use Robinhood? It's a bag flying through my yard. I've been using Robinhood for a couple years now, and I really do. Even though, like I say, if you're trying to do day trading, I probably wouldn't do it on Robinhood, because what happened with Robinhood and what y'all saw in the media last year about Robinhood freezing the trading. Robinhood is not really a day trading platform. It's not made for that. So what happens is Robinhood it's not like a primary, it's like a secondary player, I guess is the way to say it. And what'll happen is the big dogs like Fidelity and Charles Schwab, if you trade on those places, then yeah, you can buy and sell and day trade and all of that. But Robinhood will kind of, put some restrictions on the trading when it gets real crazy, like, what we seen last year. When stuff get like out of hand, Robinhood will like enforce certain policies and restrictions that to day traders will hurt them. But for people like me and you that are using the platform for investing, then it won't hurt us because we're not day trading. We're not doing, we're not trading like that. We're just actually using the platform to put pretty much like a long-term savings account, but don't just use, like I said, be more diversified, be diversified, be diversified, be like diversify everything. Like even if you are going to be on Robinhood, invest in that way, have other stuff that you can invest in. Oh, one thing too that I was watching, Kevin O'Leary, much invest your money and make sure my phone not hot. Okay, so one of the ways that he was talking about was like art. He invests in watches. I'm not really a watch person, but if you are like a watch person and you can buy nice watches and they don't lose value over time, you can sell them as long as they don't break. You can resell them and pretty much get your money back out of them. So that's a cool way too to invest. Like paintings, people purchase paintings. I'm saying just be diversified in it. So right now my diversification is limited to business, but I do multiple business, so I diversify myself in businesses. So I am invested in the stock market, but I'm doing a business part of it, and I'm doing different kinds of businesses and just playing with that whole way of investing. So another way for me is to purchase. You can purchase websites. That's a good way to invest. Now you need a website that's making money already, so that you don't, lose your money on investment, because depending on the product, then it might perform better at certain times than others. So like for example, I might buy a Christmas website, but it's only performing good during Christmas, right, or during Q4. So but that's fine if it's making me $2 million in Q4, right? Like who cares if I make $2 million in Q4 off of holding a website, then I'm cool with that, right? But you just have to know what you're purchasing when you're looking into certain, like diversifying. Just know, stay in your lane. Like what I mean by that is purchase things that you know about. So I know about websites, and I create the websites and I do all of that stuff, right? So when I'm creating a website, I'm only creating websites around my interests and my passions. I'm not creating websites around things that I don't know about, unless my goal is to sell it. I will create a website to sell it. Like that's, but if we talking investing, I got to hold on to it, and it's got to be creating some type of cash flow. So I really do like websites. I wouldn't purchase a watch because I don't know about a watch, right? But if you know about watches, or if you know about anything that holds value and does not lose value, then you can invest that way as well. But sorry guys, somebody passed them out with their music. So yeah, if you good at if you know anything about any type of high value stuff that, like I say, holds its value over time, long term, then you can play with that. Some people look into gold. Like gold, it holds its weight, so you can not gold diamond out stuff, like pure gold. Like if you start putting diamonds in it, you actually mess up the value of the gold. Hi, Chai girl. I use Robinhood. I use Robinhood. If you're talking about which investing, that's the one that I'm most comfortable with. And so I do play with the other ones, like I say, Acorn Stash and M1 Finance. I do play with those, but when I'm really like, my money goes to Robinhood, and I just build it like that. And my portfolio was looking real ugly last year for a little while, and I did freak out and sell some of my shares. But what I had to learn too was to not let my emotions mess with my money. Like if I'm emotional, like just chill for a minute and then do the money part, because you don't want to make no emotional Oh, okay. I'm on Robinhood and Uphold. I don't know who Uphold is, but I think I'm gonna try Webull next, because I've tried all the other ones except for Webull. So I'll go to that one next. And I like the fact that they give, like if I refer other people, they give the other people 2 stocks. Robinhood would give me 3 stocks but only give you 1 stock. So I mean, I'm cool with that too, but I want us to both be able to get some. So I'm gonna look into Webull to just see how their platform. I looked at the platform, but I'm not trading on there because I've been using Robinhood for so long. And I also have a Fidelity account. So that's like, if I wanted to trade, and for some reason Robinhood has put restrictions on their trading process, then I'll just go to, I'm definitely into crypto. I haven't purchased it. I haven't purchased any yet, but that's definitely coming in 2021 for me. I'm going there. But the thing with crypto, I have been doing more research with it. Lot for crypto. I know you can do crypto on Robinhood as well, and I probably will start Robinhood, but I've been doing a little more research on crypto just so I know what I'm getting myself into, because it's so new and it's so volatile. You got to be careful when you playing with money. Like I'm still risk. I take risk a little bit, but I'm being a little more go in. You have to be careful. So I do see a lot of people buying, getting. I don't know why it's cutting in and out. Why it's cutting in and out, but with the mining of crypto, in China, and the coal being the source to fuel the mining, there's a problem with that, and so it's not sustain. It's like against the sustainable policies and stuff. And so I'm all for sustainable living. And so if we can come up with a cleaner way to, get the coin, then I'm for that. Off subject. Okay. I'm traveling to California, Fresno for Hey, girl. Okay, that's what's up. So I just stopped through. Oh, wait a minute. It said I used to follow you, and I thought you were in Cali. I'm in Florida, and people keep saying Cali is different. It is. And let me see. You black? Yeah, it ain't that many black people in California. I'm not trying to be funny. I love California. Fresno is central Cali, so it's a little bit. It's a small town too. Oh, that's my neighbor. I did stop in Fresno to McDonald's, and it was small. It was a small town. So, to any tips, just put your money, just put whatever money you make, and take $1,000 of that and send it to Robinhood. The Bay Area, that's where I was at, and I was in. So when we talking about Cali, I was in Martinez, which is Contra Costa. So that's about 30 minutes from San Francisco. And on my way there, I stopped in Fresno. I was in LA for a little while as well. But yeah, it's different. It's gonna be cooler. Like we're in Florida, so it's not gonna be the same heat. Like you're not gonna get the heat that we get, like the humidity. This is a good time of year to go because it'll probably start getting cool. I think when I went, it was like April, when I went to the Bay Area, and I didn't realize like it was like, to me it was, I could feel the coolness in the air, so I did notice the climate. If you can get roommates, like try to keep your rent as low as you can. Rent a room if you can. Like maybe do Airbnb if you don't have your housing set up. Maybe do Airbnb for a couple of weeks and then get a room. I'm off. I had offered. I had offers all over, but I didn't want to go to major trauma area center. I interviewed San Diego, and they said they run 7 total. Oh no. Right, right. No, I'm all with going to like the smaller places. I'm with you with that. Like, hold on 1 second. Hey, okay. Sorry guys, hang on, I'm mommy in. Wrapping up. They can't see. Oh, there's Braylon. Hi. He just got done with his math class. So y'all know he's homeschooled, not virtual. He's like we like throwback homes. My Erica C says hi. Um, yeah, so he just got done. But so I would go to Airbnbs, and then I would rent a room. If you can, like, do Airbnb just to get familiar with the area. If you don't know where to go, if you don't have anywhere to go yet, do Airbnb, but rent a room. Like, if you can, don't just rent the whole house out, because Cali is expensive. Oh, take you some bags, girl, because they pay for bags. They charge you for bags. So if you got some like, I got a closet full of plastic bags right now. And I think I started keeping them even more after I left from Cali, because you can't, like, they charge you like 10 cents a bag. Yeah, it's expensive there. It's expensive. So be prepared for it's more expensive. Like everything is more expensive. So rent a room, save your money, enjoy the time. Oh God, you gonna have it's gonna be fun. Like enjoy yourself, but definitely keep in mind like what you're there for. So set up like because you're on a travel assignment, so you can throw $1,000 into Robinhood. I mean, I ain't counting your pockets, but you should be able to make about 1,000. You should be able to invest $1,000 or more into Robinhood and just do it automatically. I'm gonna get a hotel room. Don't want to pay for a month until I'm sure I like the hospital. Yeah, you can do. I don't know if I would do a hotel. Do Airbnb. Do rent a room off of Airbnb, like, cause that'll probably be cheaper. I know you probably, and you don't have to pay for the whole month. That's why I say do if you do Airbnb, do it for a little while, like you're saying, and then if you do like it, then just go find somebody maybe in the hospital or like ask around like who's renting out rooms, like a local, like do the local life. I would just be safe about it. Don't do it in like a cheap shady, like don't be shady with where you living at because you want to be safe. um Enjoy yourself. That's really all I got for you. Like that'll be I enjoy it. It's not like Florida, so it's not gonna be the same. I think Florida, I like Florida because it's diversity here. It's so much diversity here. You're gonna get a little bit of Cubana, you're gonna get some Mexicans, you're gonna get some Chinese people, Asian people, you're gonna get a whole lot of black people, and not just like black American. You're gonna get the like what I'm trying, Jamaican, Haitian, like it's everybody here. I can't wait to throw my coins at my. I can't. Oh right. My boyfriend come. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. But y'all can still rent a room depending on like where you at. Like they might like the lady who I was renting from in Cali, one of the ladies, she didn't I didn't have company, but I didn't care about that. And I actually felt comfortable that we couldn't have like company like male company because then I ain't have to worry about like, who was at the house when I got home. Trying to make sure my phone is not overheating. But yeah, so I would definitely like what you say, throw that crypto, but don't just be crypto heavy. Like don't just be crypto heavy. Like diversify your portfolio, diversify it so you can throw some at crypto. Yeah, do what you're comfortable with, but be mindful like to make sure you're not just heavy in crypto. Like do crypto, maybe do some stock purchases, maybe buy a website, buy what I don't know, like be diversified in your investment and your investment strategy. ETF, yeah, I like ETFs and Vanguard shares. Yeah, that's where I'm performing the best in right now is my VOO. I got a couple individual shares and some other stuff, but when I'm looking at like my return right now, I'm at almost 30% return on my VOO. So I like that. That don't mean, but it balanced out. So yes, because my VOO is at 30%, don't mean that the other stocks is at that. Yeah, so you can buy websites, the different you can go to GoDaddy. You can spend a whole, it could go from 500 to 5,000 to a million. You can spend a whole bunch. Like when you're looking at websites, depending on what the industry is in, it could, but what I'm looking at is, does this website, do I know about this industry that this website is in? I normally would build, if it's already okay, it's two ways to play this. Because I know how to do websites, sometimes I'll just build a website. It might be cheaper, and then I can kind of piggyback off of the websites that are performing well, like in the marketplace. Like you can go to GoDaddy, there's another one called Flipper, there's other websites that you can go to purchase websites. But you want to also look at, is it create any cash flow? Like I'm not gonna buy a website that's not making no money. And so how websites make money is off of the products that's on the website, so affiliate products, and it also makes money off of the ad revenue. And that's why I kind of like it, because I already know how to do all of that. Like making a website for me is easy, but if it's already ranking on Google, that's the part that's not easy. So that's what I would be paying for, is the position that it's holding online. So if it's holding a good position and it's got a lot of traffic already, then I'll purchase that and I'll hold it. And even if you hold it for like 6 or 7 months or a year, you can sell it and make a profit off your website. So websites is one way you can invest. And I look at websites like I look at like how people look at real estate property, because you can make $1,000 or more off of a website and not have to deal with the overhead of maintaining a physical location, right? So you can do it that way. So yeah, if you guys are in here and you enjoying this comment, please hit the like button. I know we be asking us YouTubers out here, we be asking for y'all to hit the like button. I ain't gonna even ask you to subscribe. I just want you to hit the like button. It says I did a lot of care rep jobs before and after the surgery shut down and they did 1099 me. I just found out I would have claimed it on my taxes. I could have gotten a PP loan. Yeah, because you're a contractor. Yep. Yep, because you're a contractor. So yeah, that's part of like the hustle. Like that's kind of how I'm looking at surgical tech these days. Not so much. I mean, for me, because you have to do what you do. But when you looking at a job in general, flip the mindset. How like it's a hustle, like, and then stop taking it. It's like, I mean, take it serious. Excuse me, take it serious, but don't make that like, yo, people be so serious about their job. Like, chill, like that's a job, like that's somebody else. That for one, you already know they're not paying you as much as you should be getting paid. So don't like if you go into it knowing that you getting cheated, then just use it for what it is. Like it's a hustle to me at this point. It's not my main focus is on my business part, like my businesses and my adventures. And because I enjoy that type of lifestyle, I like to do my own thing. So I'm always into other stuff. Normally I'm building out building out websites, building out YouTube channels because that gives me the flexibility to create the lifestyle that I want. Um, so mad I missed that free money. I wonder if I can claim it next year since normal. I think you can. I think you can do like an amendment. Don't have me lying about no taxes, girl. You better you're gonna have to get a tax professional. But I think you can because if I'm not mistaken on Turbo, because I use TurboTax, they ask you if you have anything from last year. So I think you can. I think you can. But I would reach out to a tax professional and ask them, like I'm pretty sure you know somebody that in the city or somewhere where you from that does taxes. If you don't want to go to one of them, then just go to like TurboTax or somewhere like that, and they'll ask you if I want to say they'll ask you if you have anything that you want to add from last year. I think you can add it from this year for next year. I think. Now, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that is a thing, especially with the 1099s. So, but yeah, but I wouldn't even worry about that PPP loan. Like, let that be what it is, cause you like really. I mean, it would have helped, but we don't know what come with with that. So I would be careful with any type of loans. But this also is why I be telling people to have a home business because your home businesses would apply qualified for that. So that's why I tell people to get a home business too. Yeah, I can't amend this year, but since the deadline, I don't know. I wouldn't worry about the PPP. I wouldn't worry about it. Let it just be, because it might be some other stuff. You don't need it. Like, I mean, I don't know if you need it, but just let what before us. So if it wasn't for you, like if you didn't get it, then you might have to get it. I mean, you might get it in another way. That's what I'm trying to say. If that money specific, like maybe you get money, but you don't end up having to pay it back, like like the universe work like that. So, but yeah, I would definitely I would amend it next year. I would amend it. I would try to. I would try to. My neighbor was calling me. So, but yeah, you guys, if y'all have any questions for me, if y'all are in here and you like the content, please hit the like button. I am probably gonna wrap this up. Hold on 1 second. Hang on, you guys. Hold on 1 second. I'm just going over okay, my bad, you guys. That's my neighbor. They brought me something. Okay, so let me see. You say, in the process of getting the LLC, thinking about selling sugar scrubs, etc. Since I like gardening. Yeah, Erica. See what's considered Bay Area is San Francisco, like that area. Bay Area, yeah, like San Francisco. Um, to the LLC. Yes to the LLC. And I would just do it. Do so this is how I did mine. I did a blanket LLC. So I have different businesses branching off of the LLC. And the LLC can be at your house. You can use a post office box and get the I did that option because you need a physical address to put in Google. And I don't know why I keep cutting in and out, you guys. I don't know why my internet keep cutting in and out. I don't know what's happening. Hold on. But don't mess us up. I just disconnected my internet, so hopefully that, yeah, there we go. So I was in Martinez, which is like the is so Oakland. I went to Oakland. I went to the Raiders game when I was there. Was it the Warriors? I said the Raiders. I went to the San Francisco. I also played what is it, baseball? What is the baseball team? I can't remember, but I have this shirt. It's not, is it the Giants? Yeah, the Giants. So I had a good time, but I did notice the weather difference. I ain't gonna even lie. Like I was just like, I thought it was gonna be warmer because I know somebody from Richmond, but I was in San Diego, and San Diego's a lot warmer. So in my head, I was thinking all of California warm, just like how all of Florida warm. But it's not. When you get past like LA, I feel like the weather turns into like up north weather. So I noticed the heat difference. I mean, I noticed the humidity difference. My skin really noticed it because you know in Florida, like it's a lot more moisture down here. So I noticed that I had to use a lot more lotion when I was in California, especially Northern Cali. So yeah, let me see. But definitely do the oh, what I was saying was I try not to do physical products because you got to create them and then you got to ship it. I like digital stuff. So that's why, and it helps me be a lot more flexible. So that's why started with the website. The website is kind of like was something that I had already learned a long time ago. And so just investing in that was something that I started doing. But I invested myself a lot too. I buy a lot of books. I pay for a lot of courses, not courses, but I'll buy books more than I'll buy courses, like audio books. And sometimes if I want to write in books, then I'll like purchase the actual paperback so I can like write. If I'm really studying it, sometimes I like the old fashioned like paper in my hand. But I do invest in myself a lot. So if it's something that I want to do, if it's something that I want to learn, I'll just go learn it and then I'll do it. Especially if it's going to give me like a digital feel, like if I don't have to sell or send out nothing and might mail something, put something in the mail. I try to avoid doing that because it costs me time. Thank you for your tips. Love your spirit. Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome so much. I appreciate y'all. Like y'all, it's like an energy exchange. I don't know if y'all into that, but it's like an energy exchange for me when it comes down to these videos. And when I don't do it, it be like in the back of my head, like go talk to him, go do a video. And I'd rather do lives since I can go live on this channel. I'd rather do lives because it's more engagement and y'all can talk to me and I'm not just like, I don't have to edit. It's just easier for me to do the lives on here and I can still get the information out to you. If you guys are in here and you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button and help me out with the YouTube algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. We trying to get, this message out to anybody who really want it. Yeah, so the more people that like it, it'll circulate. That's how the algorithm works. Oh, I talked about websites, but YouTube is also to me, I look at YouTube like a website. So I have multiple YouTube channels and I'll keep building them. And it's not like I have to do it, like in my mind, I don't put a time frame on things anymore. Most of the stuff that I've been doing, I look at like as passion hobbies or lifetime, or not passion hobbies, passion projects. So I'll do it for like long periods of time. Like I'll be doing websites forever if I'll probably be doing it forever because I've been doing it for so long now that it's kind of a part of my world. And I'll be doing YouTube forever too because it's also a part of my world. And then in my head, how I see YouTube and the websites are like mini businesses that all I have to do is create the product one time and it's gonna keep working for me. I don't have to hire other people to do it. I don't have to pay. I mean, I pay a little bit for the website platform just to have it. When you're looking at a website, you have to pay for hosting. So I paid for hosting every month. That's like $10, I think. And then any extra stuff that I pay for on my websites, that's just like extra, but it don't really cost that much to do a website. And then once I create the content, I can put ads on it and I can get links from other companies. So like Amazon Associates is a company. And then if I'm working with software or anything like that, I'll put links and on the website, and then when people find it through search engine optimization, then they either they purchase it. If they don't purchase anything from the link, then I'm still getting paid from the ads because you just have to, they just have to be shown. So most of my websites have ads on them, and then I'll go back and start putting like if it's a review site, then I'll definitely have links to that product so people can go to it. But at the bare minimum, I can just put ads on it and still it'll make money for me. I don't have to do it again. It'll keep doing it as long as I'm paying for the hosting. With YouTube, you don't even have to pay for hosting. The problem is because you don't own YouTube videos, I don't own YouTube. And if I put my videos up, YouTube owns the video, like they can do whatever they want to. So you kind of have to be careful with that. So you stay within the YouTube terms and conditions so you can stay on the platform. But besides that, once I put the video up, like it's a working machine. It's a whole, like a business is something that you can put out and step away from and it'll continue to make money for you, right? So when I'm making these videos and I make the video one time and then ads start popping up on the screen, when the ads come on, like right now I haven't put any ads on, right? So when I put the ads on, then that'll create money. And that's a whole business because then I just put it, now I don't have to do nothing. Like, because I'm, a lot of the, I can't even talk. A lot of the videos that y'all watch are my older videos. So the older ones are making money for me right now. And then y'all start catching up. So those videos will keep making money for years. Like once I put the ads and stuff on them. Once that happens, then that's a whole business model. So I decided that I was going to focus on doing multiple YouTube channels because with YouTube as well, it's kind of like, it's like to keep the algorithm working for you, you have to stay on a topic. So hopping from different topic to topic, it hurts your channel. So you guys will see that on this channel because I didn't focus solely on surgical tech. This channel is mostly for me just to kind of learn YouTube and to get my editing skills and just the routine and just the whole learning process. And what I learned was that if I would have just stuck with surgical tech a long time ago, or any one particular topic, then it would give me more reach. The YouTube algorithm can understand, oh, this channel is solely about surgical tech, so it pushes it to that audience. So what do I use KineMaster or KineMaster? It's KineMaster. I only do it on my phone. Now I could go, I know how to use Adobe and all of that, but I like a little more flexibility in my world. So if I can edit on my phone, if I can record on my phone, I will do that. But it's also you can also use Adobe to do it, and there's so many YouTubers that you can go learn it for free, and they have a whole bunch of training inside of the actual Adobe that you can learn. But I just use KineMaster and I like it. Yes, like the surgical tech tips channel has been around for a while and finally getting, yeah, the views. Well, he was already, I think from what I understand, because I used to watch him back in the day as well, but he came from Facebook. So he had like already had an audience, which is like key. So he had an audience, and so it made it easy for him to like transition over to the YouTube platform and then send the traffic that he had from his Facebook group over to YouTube. I wish I found this field sooner. I'm hopefully starting school next year. They originally do only on campus learning bits since COVID. They've been doing hybrid, which I want them to continue since I work. Yeah. And so honestly, I'll tell y'all on next one. I was thinking about teaching because now they offer it remotely. I was thinking about like teaching. You should post a link. You should post your links on Facebook surgical tech groups. Yeah, I probably will, and I'm in a lot of them. Believe it or not, I just don't be on Facebook because I like. Let me tell you, I try to stay away from social media because I look up and then 2 hours be done past. Like it just the time be going so fast when you get on social media. So that's why you don't really see me a lot on like Facebook and Instagram. I do probably post more on Instagram, but I try to get on and off because I just get like, oh my god, TikTok, like it just consumes me, and then I'll be like, dang, 2 hours have passed and I still got a whole bunch of stuff that I need to do. But you're right, I probably will start, and y'all can share the videos for me too. Like, I love you. Trust me, got to be on social media in these in this type of video where yeah, I know. Yeah, I definitely need to do a little bit better on my I need to come up with a social I need to do a social media marketing campaign for myself, and I could do it. I really need to do that because I really don't mess around on social media, but I need to come up with a way to where I just go on there and like get off. Like that's really what I need to do. That's really what I need to do. But you're right though. Like you're right. You're right about it. So yeah, I'll maybe you'll start seeing me in the groups. Maybe this is like the universe like nudging me like, hey, you need to do this. Mind if I give a shout out on Facebook? Yeah, no, yeah, send people. Surgical Tech Groups has the most people in. Yeah, no, definitely. Hey, I didn't know who that was. I'm sitting outside like people just ride past. But so yeah, I definitely would appreciate any shout outs if y'all want to help grow the channel, because now I'm just focusing on this channel is just strictly right now surgical tech content and ways to like grow that career and just the insight of what it's like on the other end. Like I've been doing this surgical tech thing for a little while now, so I think I got some perspective on the career and how to like successfully maneuver through the career. Like, because a lot of times I see is as we get in the career, we be in here for a long time and it's like no plan. Like, please plan this shit out. Like, for those who are going, because those who are going to school, plan it out. Like, I'm gonna go to school for this amount of time, it's gonna cost me this amount of money, I'm gonna be able to pay it back in this amount of time. Don't be out here like going into student loan debt just to become a surgical tech. Yeah, you need a plan. I was thinking of a travel vlog, but that's kind of iffy recording content when I'm at work. Yeah, don't record. Maybe what you can do, this is what I used to do. I would record myself, like maybe your morning routine, maybe going into the locker room, like walking into the hospital, maybe walking into the locker room, maybe walking into your room, maybe a quick pic of, I don't know, be careful with the pictures because, depending on the facility, they funny acting. Like if you're gonna take a picture, yeah, maybe your setup. But the thing is, you can definitely probably take a picture of your setups, because normally when I go to facilities, I'm recording or taking pictures of my setup. I'm taking pictures, and then I'll tell them like, this is for me to know what I'm doing. Like I need, because it does help. So I'll just let them know, like if I'm gonna take a picture of somebody showing me they setup or showing me something, I might take a picture of it like that. But when you're taking your pictures, make sure you don't take pictures of like the wall, just take pictures of the actual table, so you don't get any identifying information of the facility or any patient information or anything like that. Well, for one, don't take it when the patient come in the room and all of that. Just do it, take a picture of yourself, but do it like, and then maybe take a picture of you like changing your scrubs, like do something like that. That'll be like a vlog. I work with a girl that's permanent staff, and oh, okay, yeah, then do what they do. If they posting it, then post it. You know what I'm saying? Do that, but don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble. That was one thing that I had to like figure out, was like how to, because I got video. I probably should start. I got so many videos. I'm gonna go back through my archives and like pull out some videos so y'all can see what I did back in the day. But I was at surgery centers, and the surgery centers, I had been working there a lot, so they was kind of comfortable with me, and they knew I would just be like, walk that way because I'm recording, or I would just sometimes tell them. They wouldn't mind at the surgery centers. You just have to know the facility, get a feel for it, but don't put no patient information, and don't let nobody know what facility you at. Like, those need to be kept as confidential as possible until you leave, especially with the facility, because you don't want to be associated with them, and they probably don't want to be associated with your TikTok videos or YouTube videos and stuff like that. But definitely do setups and do the videos. But yeah, the plans, Erica, yeah, definitely have a plan. Definitely, I work. Oh yeah, I read it. Definitely have a plan. Like, that's where we mess up at, because we'll come into the career and we won't have a plan. And when you don't have a plan on, like, how long it's gonna take you, how much money it's gonna take you, and how you gonna pay it back, because if you don't have the money, you're gonna have to pay it back, right? So have that plan. So what I would say, a real basic plan would be, and this ain't me knowing nobody money like situation, but a basic plan would be me becoming a surgical tech for as little money as possible. So I would do the 12-month program. I would go work at a hospital for about 6 months, and then I would continue working at a hospital for for about a year. But at the 6-month mark, I would start doing PRN gigs around your city. So I would have a main job, and then I would do PRN at other places, so you can get the most experience that you can, and money, because you're gonna have to grind a little bit at the beginning. That first year you're gonna be grinding, but that's just so you can get your experience game up. This ain't like, the money gonna be all right, but it's not life changing. So do that 6 months, and then go start working at other facilities so you can get the experience. After a year, go traveling, become a contractor. I'm 34 and I just started working as a sterile tech, and I'm trying to move into surge tech. The school costs for around 14K. That's the best price I've seen so far, and that's in the Bay Area. That's cool. That's good. Other schools out here, yeah, okay. Let's run that. So 14,000 ain't nothing. Like, grab that 14,000. Make sure the school accredited, right? So do the 14,000. Go work, and only borrow what you need. Like, I don't know your situation, if you got kids or anything like that, but only borrow what you need, and then go work at some facility full time for a year. At your 6-month mark, go find PRN jobs at surgery centers, eye centers, I don't care. Go somewhere PRN, so you can you need to diversify your skills. You need to make sure you get as many opportunities in the OR with different people as you can. You're not gonna feel comfortable. You're gonna be uncomfortable. I'm here to tell you, like, it's gonna be scary. You're gonna be nervous. You're gonna feel like you don't know nothing. You're not gonna know anything until, like, surgical tech is definitely one of those careers that you have to be, like, you got to do the surgeries, you got to do the cases. You're gonna run into people too that don't want to be OR techs. They don't want to be scrubbed in. They don't want to do none of that. Don't get caught up around those people, and try not to let those people affect you. They're not on the same path and grind as you are. So just let them be like dirt bags over there. If somebody don't want to go in the room with you, or they don't want to help you, like, don't worry about that. Because it's gonna suck, like, at the beginning, especially if you knew somewhere. Sometimes people don't be wanting to help you. The case, the preference cards be wrong. Sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming. Just push through it. It's gonna be hard. Now, I want y'all to understand, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be people with these messy attitudes. It's gonna be like that. But just for a year, kind of deal with that as much as you can, and then when you go traveling, you might still run into some of those issues, but it's not gonna matter, because you're gonna be making more money than half of the surgical techs in there. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if my phone hot. Yeah, like, when you traveling, you making more money, so you might be okay with dealing with certain things. You're welcome. But I would take that 14,000 course. I would take that as surgical tech, and I would definitely, I said my post was too long. Oh, it was long. It did. Did it show? I didn't see it. The last post I see from you is I work with a girl that's permanent staff, and she posts a lot on TikTok. I don't know how many characters it'll fit on here. But yeah, what I am gonna start doing, you guys, is I probably, instead of going live on my phone, I might start going live on my laptop, because then I can send you guys a link and you can hop on the lives with me and we can talk, so you don't have to type. So I'll consider doing that. I couldn't do it today. I mean, I have my laptop here, but my son was in there in the classroom, and so I would rather do it in there so my internet can be stronger, because out here it's not stronger. Oh, my current facility just opened my eyes up to first assistant, since there's a lot of doctors there. Oh, where are you? We'll get into first assistant. So I get to take my exam one more time, and I've scheduled it, and so we'll see how that goes. But I've been studying, and I'm studying today, and I've been studying for like 2 and 3 hours. I might increase it to like 4 hours. So I looked into school in Panama. Oh yeah, Gulf Coast State College, definitely. Yeah, go Gulf Coast State College. I actually went there for a week to when I didn't realize. So at the beginning of my at the beginning of my first assist certification journey, because I've been doing this journey for a long time to get the certification. I didn't know that I could do it the way that I ended up doing it. So I went to Gulf Coast State College for like a week to do their clinical. And honestly, if I really need to, I probably would go to them. Like if I decided I want to pursue it after. I just don't want to do my cases all over. I live in Vero Beach, but I see Orlando has. Yeah, they do. They do. They do. Yeah, I see it a lot too. In Orlando, I see it a lot too. But yeah, in Panama City, I got people in Panama, so I went there. I went with this girl. We stayed in Destin, and it was real cool. It was real nice. Like, and the course I think is online, but you still, I think you go to the class for a week at Gulf Coast State College, and then you still have to do your cases. So yeah, and I think the director, if she's still there, her name is Miss Libby. If she's still there, I don't know if she's still there. She probably still there, because like her name is all over the place when you looking at I used to see her name on a lot of stuff. But yeah, first assist is definitely I mean, that would be like the next progressive step in the surgical tech career, unless you're gonna go be a nurse or something like that. I feel the need for, yeah, they will. PAs are expensive. Well, the thing about a PA though is they still do patient care. So it's up to you if you want to do like bedside and write scripts and all of that stuff. Like that's, and Florida, Miami-Dade College, is it State College? Miami-Dade offers a 2-year PA program. So PA wouldn't be like so hard, and I think that's like the only associate PA program. At least that's the only one I've seen. Everything else is like masters up. So yeah, but I think they have a 2-year PA. Well, they used to have a 2-year PA program where you could sit for their, I can't remember what their certification is, but I'm not really trying to, like, at this point, maybe later, I don't know. I don't really care to go back to school, because I don't want that. I know they basically do medical assistance roles when not in surgery. Yeah, see, I would just want to do, I'm not going to be them. I don't want to do no patient care like that. Like, I don't want to do vital signs. I want to be scrubbed in. Like, that's all. I don't want to do the bedside stuff. I don't want to take no patient. I don't want to do that. Like, that doesn't interest me at all. Like, I'd rather catch you in the OR, like, hi, Mrs. Smith, see you when you wake up. Like, that's all I got for you. But yeah, I think it just depends on you and what you see. Like, it's people that want to be PAs and then they go the long route of becoming a surgical tech, or they want to do other things and then they go be surgical techs. And then most of the time, if you become a surgical tech, I shouldn't say most of the time, but what I would say is, if your goal is to become a PA, then go do that. Like, don't go be a surgical tech and then go be a PA. I'm not feeling that either, but they are employed by the doctors, not the hospital. But when I was in Sanford, there's SFAs that were treated like, yeah, yeah. That's pretty much that's what I'm. That's the that's what I see. They was treated differently. In some places, you don't know if it's a PA or a surgical first assist or RNFA. So, but I definitely would go that route. I wouldn't. I'm not. I don't want to do vital signs and intake forms and or even when you're looking at the PA part of it, like the PAs probably will get more money because they well not probably they would get more money, but they also have more responsibilities outside the OR. So I don't want to do the patient care part. Like that's why I'm not becoming a nurse. Like I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I can say that you guys because my medical career started as a Navy corpsman, and so the first assist in Miami that do plastics are back. Yeah, I was considering. So that's what we like. That if I in my specialty that what I specialized in for my first assist was plastics. So or is plastics. So my goal is to definitely. I missed the test the last time by 10 points, so I'm pretty sure. Like I just feel a lot more prepared for it this time. So I think we'll get them 10 points. I know it. So yeah, Miami is somewhere to consider to go to make some money. I don't think I would go to Atlanta, um, or maybe Texas. It'll be something like that somewhere. I probably just say in Florida because I like it here. Like honestly, they say you never pass on the first try. The test, let me tell you, maybe if you go through the school, it'll probably be easier if you go through like a school. So I didn't go through school, so I got in right as they were closing out the way that you like the pathways, so you could go be a first assist different pathways back in the day. So they closed it out, and I got in right before they closed it out, and so I had to teach myself a lot of the stuff, and I wasn't doing a good job. So I've taken the test twice already. This is my third time, and now I can after this, my what is it called? Cases will have been expired. So I'll have if I was to, I would have to do it all over again. So I don't know that I would do that. I don't know that. Especially when it comes down to like the money and what I'm trying like my other projects and what I'm trying to do. It's taking out a lot of time for me to focus solely on one thing right now. And so and that's okay, like, cause I'm almost done with it, but I think I feel like I'm way more prepared for it this time than I was before, and yeah, so 10 points, we got this, you know. Are y'all going to Vegas for if for the AST conference? Anybody doing that? I'm considering it. Well, I'm probably gonna go. It's around my birthday, so I might go and like hang out in Vegas for my birthday. But yeah. So let me see. I'm about to wrap it up, you guys, because I'm hungry. It's time to eat, girl. It is definitely time to eat. So if y'all are in here and you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button for me. You got it. No, I'm going next year for... Oh. See, my son people in Louisiana, so we might make that one too. My dad and Vegas. So I'm from India, currently pursuing education in surgical tech. Can I work abroad? I'm pretty sure you can, especially with an American education. But I don't know how. I haven't worked abroad as a surgical tech, and you probably won't. I don't want to say you won't make as much money, but it'll probably be more lucrative here in the States. But I did see a travel agency a while ago that had contracts, but it was for like Kuwait and Afghanistan and Iraq. And so, yeah, those don't sound like fun places to go. But I'm pretty sure you can work abroad. And with an American education and certifications, then they will definitely be more inclined to hire you in other countries. But I don't know the process or where to tell you to go. I found out about Travel Con. I gotta look into that. What's Travel Con? Abroad, they employ nurses, not techs. Travel Con, that's what That's what you saying? Oh, I want some French fries. I just had to taste some French fries with some ranch and hot sauce. Like that's what I want to eat. Can I do this on the US? Probably not. Like, yeah, they use RNs to scrub. Yeah, I think I don't want to mess up your name. Is it Tar to wire? So I was answering your question that you're from India pursuing but can you work abroad as a surgical tech? Yes, you can work abroad. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. I'm not sure. Okay, Cha Cha. I'm not sure. What am I saying? Oh, or the process on how to work abroad as a surgical tech. But I do know that going to other countries with an American education is definitely gonna benefit you. You have a good day. You too, Erica. I'm about to go to ground ready to eat. Yes, it's like, oh, it's like a conference for travel nurses, etc. Oh, I haven't heard of that. We definitely got to go to that. I need to get in them groups. That's where you found out that I need to definitely get in them groups. But yeah, traveling abroad as a tech might be a little difficult only because they do hire nurses in a lot of places. But they have surgical techs. I know they have them in other areas. I just don't know if the pay will be worth it. I am, babe. I'm trying to reply. I'm answering your question right now. I'm answering you right now. Reply to me, Kiafa. I'm replying to you right now. I'm answering you. Can you work abroad as a as a surgical tech? Yes. I'm not sure of the process. Tan wire. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Muhammad. Yes, you can work abroad, but I'm not sure of the process. And in certain countries, they only hire nurses to scrub. Yeah, girl, I'm nosy and be finding out all the stuff, even if I don't apply to me. Yeah, no, I have to go in those, and I'm gonna do. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna set a timer. They say TravelCon is good network because you meet up with hair. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm going to the AST one too. Like we finna go network. We networking like. Let's go meet. And even if you don't want to scrub, like it's always you can still network with people in your community. So Muhammad, I hope you Tanwar. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. I hope I answered your question. So yes, you can travel. Good luck with your surgical tech education. It can be overwhelming. Oh, and then if y'all need help studying, pick Monic, so it's PICMONIC, is a great app. Use the nursing one, use the RN nursing when they don't have a surgical tech one. Don't use the patient care tech one because it doesn't give you enough information. Use the RN, the registered nurse category, and it'll help you. Yes. Please come back. Please come back. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to because I'm ready to eat. If you guys have enjoyed this content, please like the video. Please share it anywhere and everywhere as long as it's as long as you being nice. But I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye guys.